Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Once again, I'm Chris Parrett, and I own an agency called Social Hustle, where we manage over $600,000 in ad spend a month. Today, we're going to be talking about my 7 tips for running a profitable Google Ads campaign. All right, let's get right into it. We have intent-based keywords. 2, we have engaging ad copy. 3, we have conversion tracking. 4, we have remarketing. 5, we have negative keywords. 6, we have Google Shopping. And finally, at the end of today's episode, we're going to go through some guru hacks and talk about 3 specific ways for you to be as profitable as possible. All right, so let's talk about intent-based keywords. For today's example, we're going to be using plumbers. So say you're a plumber that's trying to get your ads to show up for someone that's looking for your service. It might be really appealing for you to bid on the word water softener, for example, and want to show up that anytime somebody shows a water softener, hoping that they're going to call you to maybe install one, to fix one, to work on one. But what you might end up showing up for is free water softener installation guide. How to install a water softener, do it yourself. You have all of these keywords that you could show up for that really aren't going to be converting keywords for you, but you're bidding on them because you're bidding on this non-intent-based keyword. What you really want to do, and what the goal here with intent-based keywords, is to uncover the keywords that shows that somebody's ready to buy. This is something along the lines of installation cost, or water softener quote, or local water softener company. Adding the keywords that show that the individual that's searching for them is actually ready to make a purchase or actually ready to buy. These intent-based keywords are going to take your conversion funnel from the very top and find people that are at the very bottom that are actually ready to convert and to make the sale. All right, next let's talk about engaging ad copy. One of the most important pieces of any ad is actually the wording that's in the ad. Having an ad up is great, and that's going to get you traffic, that's going to get people to click on it. But how do you write an ad that's actually compelling? One of the number one things that I tell people is that put the keyword that they're searching into the ad. Make it relevant. There's this little tip that's called dynamic keyword insertion. And when you use dynamic keyword insertion, it actually allows you to specify if the keyword that they search is different from the keyword that you are thinking of showing in the ad. It will replace it. It'll actually take the words that they're searching, if they're small enough and they fit in the title, and inject that into your ad so that your ad is always relevant. Second, I always find it important to put numbers into the ads. Numbers stand out to people. They're going to provide you that extra little piece that's different, something that makes you stand out. And so making sure that your ad has relevant information, it has the keyword that they're searching, it has numbers and statistics, and it's fully fleshed out is going to give you engaging ad copy. On top of that, make sure that you have all of your extensions filled out. Make sure that your site link extensions, your callout extensions, your location extensions, all of these are completely fleshed out and full. This is going to give you the most space as well as having the most engaging ad copy. The more space you take up and the more engaging your ad copy is, the higher your click-through rate is going to be and the less that you're going to have to spend per cost or per click to actually get that sale. Have you ever been shopping and suddenly it feels like the company is following you? You were maybe shopping for some new clothes, and now on your cell phone, on your mobile phone, on your television, ads just start to show up for that product. That's remarketing. And remarketing is one of the single most powerful tools in Google Ads. If you're not using it, you need to get remarketing set up. It allows you to say, this individual visited my website, saw my ad, maybe they even made it to the shopping cart and they bailed out. They were an abandoned cart. And allows you to market to them and to pull them back. Conversion rates for remarketing and for abandoned carts can be 2 to 3 times what it is on a first point impression or a first visit to your website. Remarketing is an extremely powerful tool. Whenever I'm running remarketing for my clients, we always spend the absolute maximum on it. It's never limited by budget because it almost always turns out to be profitable when it's set up right. If you need a little bit more help on remarketing, how to set it up and how best to utilize it, I'm going to link a video down in the description that talks about remarketing and walks you through not only setting it up, but the best types of ads to use, how to apply remarketing in search, and how to apply it in display. All right, number 4, we have conversion tracking. I am blown away, guys, absolutely blown away at how often people come to me and they don't have conversion tracking. They've got good keywords, they've got good ads, but they have absolutely no idea if anybody's actually converting or not. I'll have this conversation with them. I'm like, all right, so what's working for you? Well, Chris, we're getting conversions. I mean, we can look at our analytics and we see it, but we're not really sure what's working. And I get into their account, they've spent $10,000 over the last year, and they have no clue what's converting. If you are not tracking your conversions, if you're not tracking segmented conversions, and I'm gonna put a video down in the bottom in the description that talks about segmented conversions, you're missing out on like 90% of what it takes to optimize an account once you're through the first 3 months. Anyway, conversion tracking, utterly massive, impossible in my opinion to have a profitable campaign unless you have accurate conversion tracking. From there we have our negative keywords. Now I want to come back to our plumber example. With negative keywords, it gives you the ability to bid on broader search terms like water softener, but then to remove phrases that are going to lose you money, like do it yourself, free, cheap, any of those keywords that you know you don't want to show up for. You want this broad term, or maybe you want this specific term, but you want to cut out that wasted spend. Once you're beyond the first 3 or the first 6 months in a campaign, if you're not changing really the fundamental direction of that campaign, a lot of the work comes down to landing pages, it comes down to ads, and it comes down to negative keywords. I'm adding negative keywords to my clients' accounts every single week. Doing negative keyword research is a massively important and an absolutely fundamental step to any successful Google Ads campaign. And you guessed it, I've got a video about it. Again, I'm trying to get through these 7 tips. There's a video down in the bottom in the description. I'll talk to you about how I do negative keyword research, as well as show you one of the absolute worst accounts I've ever seen and how we turned that one around and took it from spending thousands of dollars in wasted ad spend to turning a profit in just 30 days. All right, guys, after negative keywords, one of the most important ways to have a profitable account is to run Google Shopping. Now, if you're lead gen, it's not really going to happen, right? It doesn't really work that way. But if you sell a product and you aren't using Google Shopping, you are losing out on money. Now, Google Shopping are those beautiful little ads that show up when you're searching for products. They give you a picture, they give you a price, they give you a description, they let you see what you're going to buy. They convert 2 to 3 times better than a comparable search ad, and that's because the customer can actually see the product. Everybody here wants to see what they're buying. If you can get a picture of the product in front of them, let them see it, let them envision who they're going to be with that product, having that product, buying that product, they're more likely to convert, and the click-through rate is almost always higher if you have the impression share to back it up. Finally, I promised you some guru hacks. Some of the things that I do after all the fundamentals and the basics are set up. First, we have device bidding. One of the number one things that I run into that causes immediate wasted spend is bidding on tablets and bidding on mobile phones. Tablets just don't have a really good conversion rate. If you're on a tablet, for whatever reason, I usually see really limited conversions and I see really limited conversion rate. On mobile, if you don't have a website that's optimized for mobile, or you don't have a really easy, really simplistic experience on mobile that's easy to navigate, you're going to lose customers there. You're going to have wasted spend, you're going to have a low conversion rate, you're going to have a low conversion value. I know it sounds like I'm just harping on that, but don't add mobile unless you know that the experience is built for it. Typically, I run for the first 30 or 60 days, and during that time, I'm measuring the effectiveness of the mobile network, and if it doesn't convert well, I'm removing it. And so watch your devices, figure out which devices convert best, and then change your bids to match those. From there, the final one I have is actually dynamic keyword insertion. And I mentioned it earlier in the video, but I want to come back to it because it's so powerful. Dynamic keyword insertion allows you to customize your ad. It allows you to create an ad that is so in tune with the customer that they feel like you know what they're thinking. Well, guys, I know this was fast, but that was my 7 tips for having a profitable Google Ads campaign. If you like this video and you want to have more, please go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you liked about it. Let me know what videos you'd like to see. And above all, hit that subscribe button so that others can see the videos that we're producing. Again, guys, my name is Chris Parrett. Here at Social Hustle, we're excited to be bringing you quality video here to YouTube and teaching you about Google Ads. Until next time, check out our videos down below, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.